Magic Johnson is partnered with Coke Zero Sugar for a new March Madness-inspired TV commercial launch campaign alongside Tamika Catchings, Little Dicky, Travis Bennett, a.k.a. Taco, and Magic Johnson joining us on the program. When was the last time you played pickup basketball?
Oh my goodness, Dan! It's been a lot of years, man. I probably 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
But do you shoot around at all?
Yeah, I shoot around, but I don't play pickup anymore. The fun comes when the great thing is the gym that I work out every morning at has a full court basketball court, so I'm able to go in there and shoot because I work out so early, so a lot of people are not there. So that works out because I love to shoot. Matter of fact, some days I just go in there and shoot for like a half hour, 45 minutes.
But I wondered how you would be, given everybody has to shoot the three or wants to shoot the three now. How do you think your game would be, in the modern era or today?
Oh, it wouldn't change any because what I specialize in is still is needed in the game today. That's coming down on that fast break and passing it to people and putting them in a position to score. So now instead of shooting, passing it to the guys that they can do the slam dunk or the layup, I'll be passing it for them to shoot the three-point shot. So, and then you have to remember, centers are not centers. So when I played, you had at least 2 7-footers almost on the court. Now you don't have that. So, man, I'll be driving that to that basket, and I won't have no resistance in today's game, right?
But what do you think you could have averaged if you wanted to?
In playing, if I was just an offensive-minded guy?
Yeah, let's say you had the green light like Jordan did.
Oh, yeah. Well, I probably wouldn't average as much as him, but I could have averaged 28, 29, 30 points a game. That was easy. I did that my whole career in high school. I could have did that at Michigan State, too, but it's not about that for me. What it was about was I wanted to win. So when I saw that we had scorers like Jamal and Kareem and Norm, when I got to the Lakers, I just said, hey, I want to win. So I just said, whatever I need to score to help us win, that's what I'm going to do. And so when Pat Riley finally gave me the green light, when Kareem had got older, my years now I'm averaging 24, 25 points a game. I could have did that when I walked in. And so, but it's about winning. I didn't care about that. And even today, I still don't care. I just want to win. I want to win, So I've always been like that, and I will always be like that.
Is it possible Kareem is underrated?
Oh, for sure. We have to remember that Kareem is the most decorated winner in basketball history. There's nobody has a resume, right? From high school on, there's nobody. Think about everything that he did. He won almost every state championship in high school. He won every national championship in college and was the college player of the year every single year. And he would have won 4 if freshmen were allowed to play at that time. I could play as a freshman in the NCAA. He couldn't do that. He had to wait till the next year. So when I think about his full resume, right, there's no greater winner. Probably him and Bill Russell would be the 2 dudes who has had the most decorated career in terms of winning.
If not Michigan State, where were you going?
Michigan probably, because remember they had just played in 1978. 1977, excuse me. Michigan and Indiana had played for the national championship. That's the last time a team, I think, was undefeated when Indiana and Bobby Knight I think it was 32-0, I believe. And so they played Michigan, though, for the championship, right? That's the last time 2 teams from the same conference ended up in the championship. So Michigan was my second choice, but I'm glad I chose the green and white in Michigan State.
If I would have switched you and Larry Bird, and you played for Indiana State and Larry played for Michigan State, who would have won that national title?
Wow. Now, Dan, I'm not going to sit here and say I would have lost any game, man.
Okay. I just thought I'd put it out there.
He would say the same to you, right? If you asked him the same thing, if he had went to Michigan State, he going to say he would do well. And I'm going to say the same thing. I would have did well at Indiana State. Now, if he would have played with Greg Kelser in that championship, wow, we would have had a hard time beating them probably, because people forget that Greg Kelser was really special.
Did you understand like what you and Larry were bringing together in that national title game, and then later took it to the NBA?
I don't think we understood, Dan, until after, when they told us it had been and still is the number one watch game in college basketball history. We knew it was special because they were undefeated, and he was college basketball player of the year, and I was runner up to that, right? I think it was the first time, Dan, that two guys, the two best players, met for the national championship.
But when did you realize you two were alike?
Oh, I mean, listen, I knew that in college. And then when we got into the pros, it just really put the stamp of approval on that the fact that we were so much alike. And then when we shot a commercial, because in the early beginning, we hated each other. We had to, because he ended up on the Celtics, I ended up on the Lakers. And so you knew that there was going to be, hatreds there, because the Celtics had beat the Lakers, I think 7 straight times, I believe. And so, and then we met, and then they beat us in '84. So I had to hate him. I had to hate the Celtics. And then when we shot that commercial, I believe in '87, at his house in French Lick, Indiana, that's when we became friends. And that's when we finally said, you know what, we're more alike than we are different, because we're both Midwest boys. We're close to our family. We also changed the game of basketball together, whether that was in college or the NBA. And then we always were about making our teammates better, right? We rather pass than shoot a lot of times. And so two big guys that could handle the basketball, that would do anything to win. And so, I love Larry Bird. That's my man. And so I think the thing that is special, Dan, was that he made me better and I made him better. And so, and that's why I think, Dan, even when I think about what's happening right now, right, this campaign is happening over March Madness, right? The Coke Zero Sugar is going on March Madness. It's going to be amazing. Dave and Travis are two cool guys who we shot this commercial for Coke Zero Sugar in a bodega. And what are we talking about, right? Who's the best ever? Just like you and I just talked about, Larry and myself, and what team was the best and was Kareem the best. We had that same debate in this commercial. And then I show up when Dave and Travis are having that debate. I show up and really grab the Coke Zero Sugar and walk out. And it's an amazing commercial. I'm happy that I'm doing it, and I'm happy that it's airing during March Madness too.
Yeah, it's going to air for the first time during Duke and North Carolina. Dave Bird and Travis Bennett, Tamika Catchings. We're talking to Magic Johnson. It's a Coca-Cola Zero Sugar ads featuring Magic and Company. Did you have to hate Michael Jordan as well, that you said you had to hate Larry Bird?
I didn't get a chance to hate Michael because of the fact that, we played one time. I think because of the relationship with Larry happened in college in terms of us, Indiana State, Michigan State. Then it carried over to the two most storied franchises in NBA history, the Celtics and the Lakers. And we played so many times, that's why I think we hated each other and disliked each other in terms of the Celtics, Lakers, Larry, and I. Michael, I think the dislike might have came more of the Bulls and Celtics, right? Because they're in Eastern Conference and they played so many times. But we only really, that one time in '91 when they beat us. And so I didn't have a chance to hate Michael, but we're good friends, and I love MJ and what he stands for, what he's built, not only on the court but off the court, his business. So it's great.
Can LeBron surpass Michael in your eyes?
I don't know. It might take a couple more championships to do that. LeBron is special, and I don't want people to always get mad over. We got to celebrate both guys. I mean, Michael is the best, and we should celebrate him, and we should celebrate LeBron. And so I hate when people get mad at you if you take one or the other. And we should just say, hey, Michael is special. And I always say he's special and he's the best to me because he never lost in the NBA Finals. And he's averaged over 30-something points a game. I mean, the guy is just unbelievable. And so, but LeBron is special, too, in his own right, too. And people shouldn't forget that either. But when it all said, if you come at me and you ask me, that's who I'm going to go with is MJ.
Magic, thank you and good luck with the campaign. Great to talk to you again.
You too, Dan. Take care of yourself, brother.
Magic Johnson, partnered with Coke Zero Sugar, a new March Madness-inspired TV commercial. And always good to talk to him.